right, good. There you go. All right, so let me see what you got for the arm bar. You get the arm, feet, knees together. There you go. Good. And that'll create a tap. Now, the other one is if you're not trapping the arm, if you're not crossing your feet and trapping the arm inside your legs, and you have your feet open, you want to make sure you're drawing those heels back to take away space, right? So anytime we're doing a submission or anytime we want to control somebody, we need to take away space. So if I have an arm bar, if I have him in my dummy in the arm bar position, and my legs are kind of like open in here, and it carries space, a lot of times this hand will come underneath and push this down, and then now they have a nice lever again. It pushes my hips up, creates space. So as I'm sitting in here, you can reach. If you have a hook here, sometimes you can reach and grab the arm, pull that in, and cross your feet. Cross your feet. Or if you don't cross your feet, you just bring this heel in. And sometimes I'll do is take it on an angle. So I put my knee over their body so they can't sit up. Right?
So the heel position for this one is probably drive it into their shoulder as much as possible, well, their armpit.
Yeah, so the one that's kind of closest to their waist, I usually just try to keep, what I do here to keep pressure on them. Sometimes some people will just say, keep the back of your leg on top of them. A lot of times what I do is I'll open this up to put more pressure. What I'll do is I'll open my leg up and put pressure on him so there's more surface area covering him, the body. If I just have it in here, it's just all the back of my leg. If I open it up, I create more side, back leg. It prevents them from sitting up or bridging into me this way. So this one's it's never static. It's always in motion. So you're kind of moving around this way. All right.
And this heel, is it better to have it higher on the head, or is it better to just like hook the neck?
I don't want to have it too high up in the head, because then they'll push it over like this and come out. They'll come out this way and over my leg. So what I want to do is I want to try to drive it in like the neck and get it kind of on their chin. So I'm trying to get in their chin, their neck area. So it makes it a little more difficult. If they try to push, then it depends. Sometimes I'll turn like this sideways.
Okay.
So they can't push it over. Ultimately, what they want to do is they want to push it over their head. Then what they're going to do is try to go over my leg and then turn back into me. Right? That's what they want to do. So by not opening my leg like this, they can't take their arms from here and push my leg down and go over it. If I turn inward, it just holds them down more. Right? So you're gonna be moving this leg, up in here. I'm not going to push down on them really, but this leg is drawing as much, this heel is drawing closer to the body as you can to take away space. This heel is going to change. You can put it in close. You can cross your feet and trap the arm. But anytime they move around on you, you want to control their body. So sometimes what I'll do is just turn all the way sideways so they can't sit up or they can't bridge. Anything going to the top of the head allows them to push over and scoot out. So, all right, so that's one arm bar. So let me see that one more time.
I'll do it from an open feet cross position this time.
Yeah, because some of the positioning is going to change, so I'm not really too concerned with like where your feet are at the moment. You'll feel it when you start going with a real person, but. All right, good. And I'd probably take it to your top. So your right leg that's over the head. Yeah, I'd probably take the arm over that hip. There you go. So don't turn that way. Just take your arm to the outside. So if you see me right here, David, where you're here, David, yep. If you're going this, what I would do is bring it and pull it over to this side. Instead of bringing your whole body. As you fall back, as you have in here, what I do from here is slide my arms up. They come up at the same time. So I come up to trap the wrist, and then I pull it. I adjust it at the last minute to pull it on an angle. So instead of straight down, like what it looks like to me, like you're going here, and then you're just kind of going this. What I want you to do is the trap here, and this hand can kind of come up and grab the wrist, and this arm's going to slide up like you're, I don't know, like you're shaving a face. You shave and pull it to your side and here, and that way you can really get a lot of torque on that elbow, hyperextension. Boom.
Sorry.
So switch your, go back to sitting up, David. So now you have, which is common. So what happened is you have this leg, you have this arm trapping in here, right? You have the bottom arm by the legs trapping here. I want you to switch to make that the top arm. Because what happens here, if this person starts bucking around, a lot of times what you can do is you take your bottom hand and dive to the legs. Now you can grab and do an arm bar this way. That makes sense?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this is a great way to hold them because now you're controlling their ability to move away from you, like shrimp away. You trap a leg, and now you have an arm, and now you just pull that over my right hip. Pull this arm bar right over my right hip, but I'm still hugging it. I don't let it go. All right, and then if you want, at the last moment, you can still straighten out. So if you look at it this way, you have them here, and you can straighten out, still holding the leg, holding the arm, and you're in total control right here. Right? Sometimes you get people whose arms are, you know, they're holding their hands together, and that's a different. That we have to break this open before we start to lean back, because as soon as if you lean back with their arms grab at that, they're going to come up on top of you, and now it's easier for them to extract their arm. So if we want, we can do that break as they're holding their arms. We reach down to grab their leg, and now we can break in here. Now they can't come up on top of us, right? And now we can just do that arm bar. All right. So let's go back one step. One step. Take my hoodie off.
Fair.
All right, so one step back is going to be knee on belly, right? So knee on belly from here. Way they're going to defend this, they can defend this one of two ways. One is going to be they're going to take their outside hand and push on my knee to push it off to get it down to the ground, right? That's going to be one way. Another way, a smarter way for them is going to be their inside arm by my body here to grab the back of the palm like this and pull it off like here. By pulling it off in here, it's safer for them because then I don't have hooks. I can't do much to come down. But more often than not, an untrained person is going to push from this top side. More often than not, that's what happens. There's a higher percentage that's the way it's going to be. Even for people that have been practicing for a while, if they're not really thinking about it. It's kind of almost instinctual that they push from this top one. So you could be trapping this one down. You know, you could have this arm up in here, and that's all they had to push. So for this armbar sequence that we're doing, is what happens is they get up on their side and then they want to shrimp out. So they'll typically, I'm going to grab the gi or the collar, but he's typically going to try to get like this and push my knee off onto the ground. As soon as he pushes, he creates a little opening in his, you should be able to see like a little opening, like a little triangle there where you can see the mat or the floor.
Yeah.
What happen is his hand's going to be on your knee. I'm going to take my, would be your left hand. Your left hand's going to shoot into that little opening, right? And now what you're going to do is going to grab the tricep, and you're just going to pull him up onto the side. There you go. From here, you're going to push down on his face. You're going to push his jaw so he's looking into you. You don't want to push him away so he's looking that way. you want to push his chin down to the ground. Right? From here, you'll take your right leg, put it behind his back. And so now you're kind of in that, there you go. Good. So now you might need to switch around a little bit so you can see here, or if you just want to watch this last part. But now we're just going to fall into the armbar, but the armbar is going to be slightly different, right? So this one in here, my left leg is kind of over his arm right now, his other arm. I'm going to draw that in by his head, right where the top is going to be right by his chin, neck area. But here I'm going to do is I'm going to step up and put my foot right into the middle of his back, like I'm kneeing on him. And then from here, we're going to sit down. Boom. We're not going to fall back, because if we fall back, we create too much space. If we get here and we fall back, there's too much space and they get their elbow down. I don't know if you can see that. So, hand belly, they push on our knee, put our left hand into the hole, pull them up onto their side, push their face down to the ground, right? As we're pushing, this leg steps over, and you can put your knee here, or you can just step over and put your leg here and just knee on them, right? So from this direction, I'm keeping his arm against my body. I'm kneeing on him, and my foot is over his face. Okay. Do you see that? Yep. Nice. Yep. Push his face down to face you. Step over. Go all the way to like the middle of his back. There you go. And now what you're going to do is, there you go. Nice. Now he'll be up on his side. And from here, if you have a belt or you have some material to grab, an easy way to control yourself down is to grab the belt and just sit your butt. So if you watch me from the side here, you take from here and you sit straight down. Boom, right next to him. Good. And now you should have a foot over his face, drawing that heel back into his jaw. The other one is under his ribs, right? So the other one is under his ribs, preventing him from turning into you. You're going to squeeze your knees together on that arm, right? And now come up and catch his hand, and you can pull it over any hip you want. That's your armbar. All right, one more time. Let me know if there's any angle you want to see better, David.
Oh, it's good. I think I get it.
Okay. Yeah, I can usually figure out the angles that you need, but let me just tighten this down a little bit.
Oh, how'd filming go, by the way?
What was that?
How'd filming go for the thing?
Oh, I ended up talking to the guy for about an hour and a half or so. And it sounds like probably like the end of July. Right now I'm going to get my all the shots that I want and the kind of things, and then hopefully get about 2 hours of material. So not bad. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
It'll be exciting to see how it turns out, because he's gonna instead of just me having a stationary, we're gonna have a little more dynamic. So I won't have to like do all these different angles. Like, well, hold on, let me move. He'll just kind of follow me, and it'll be less time. All right. So the move here is you're going knee on belly, and you could either be holding his head. A lot of time, once you go knee on belly, again, you're making them carry your weight, right? So he's carrying your weight. He's carrying your weight on that knee, wherever you put it, in the chest, in the belly, right on the diaphragm. They don't like that, so they're going to take their hand and try to push that off, push it to the ground. So they push. You shoot your bottom hand down by the legs into the hole. You grab his tricep. The top hand pushes his chin towards you, and you kind of pull him up onto the side. All right. Now your right leg at the top of his head, it should be up near the top of this. There you go. It should be not over yet. So you have knee on belly. Knee on belly, you should have your foot shouldn't be close here. It should be kind of out here on the side, a little bit higher up. There you go. Good. So now if you were to sit here on the knee on belly, just kind of do this. Stand up without holding his arm. Good. Perfect. So now from in here, it's kind of like you're just kind of chilling right here in this position. He goes push your knee, you hook the arm, underhook the arm. Good. Push the face, and then pull him up onto the side. And as he's doing that, you're going to step over. You're going to be still kneeing on his belly here, but you're going to step over his head. Right? And so now you're going to slowly pivot, turn, and draw this foot up to his head. Good. And now I'm kneeling on him, so my foot can be off the ground or it can be just tucked right underneath his back, so he can't roll back into me and he can't roll away. From here, I'm just going to sit straight down. Yep, you can do it that way too. Yeah, you can either get your leg, if you can get your leg over, your right leg over, that's fine. If you can't, just leave it underneath his body too. Right? Boom. Because he wants to turn into you. And ultimately, what he wants to do, David, this person wants to do is he wants to turn into me and get his elbow to the ground. Because then he's so. But if I keep my foot, in his back here, so it's not over him, but it's underneath him. They can't turn into me. Yeah. Good. Step all the way over. Instead of kneeling down, there you go. Step. Good. And now what you're going to do is pivot. There you go. Good. That's perfect. All right. So watch me just go through it one time, and then we'll back up even one more step. So knee on belly, without me talking. Knee on belly. Pull them up on the side. All right. Let's see yours. From knee on belly. Nice. There you go. Good. Step all the way over his back. Nice. Pivot. Good. Knees together. There you go. Good. Bridge into it. Hips. There you go. Perfect. All right. Now let's add in the next one. So the next one is just the Toreando or bullfighter pass. So for whatever reason, this person was down on the ground and they were just laying there, but they were kind of like maybe kicking up at you, whatever. You want to get a hold of their feet somehow, right? So either grab their heels, or sometimes you just time it and throw the legs out of the way. You don't actually even have to hold on to them. You know, if they're kicking and circling, all you have to do is get the outside leg, whatever way, just push it over like this. You don't have to get both of them. So which way are you going? Are you going to the left or are you going to the right?
Going towards you.
Okay, so you're going to go to his left.
Yeah.
Or to his right, I mean. But you're going to push it, right?
I can do the other way. I can flip.
Make a difference. I just want to make sure I give you the right directions. Okay, that's cool. So now you're still going to his right, right?
Yeah.
To the wall.
Yeah.
Right. So what's going to happen is you want to take and just kind of, you don't want to just push right away because a lot of times they'll circle back and kind of come in. So you want to fake like you're going to his left and then switch it to his right. right? That's a Toreando. It's a bullfighter. Hey, you know, they do this and so Toreando is a fake one way, go to the other way. Fake one way, throw the feet to the side, step around, and get your foot to his belt line. Right. So throw the feet to one side.
Actually, I have a question with that with the throwing.
Sure.
When faking, can you essentially like push one direction and then when they try to overcrank, that's when you actually crank it?
Yep, definitely. Good. Put your right knee on his belly. Nope, go the other way, David.
It's inside leg.
There you go, just like that. But so watch from here. Even if his feet are down and his knees are just up, you can do the same thing and steer with his knees. So I'm putting my hands on his knees. My hands will slightly rotate to the inside of the knee and the outside and push this way. So what I want you to do is get used to being in front, stepping around. And this is one of the drills, right? Step around. So you're in front. But do the step here. So the step is from here is to take I'm going to step to my left, his right. My foot's just going to come here. So it's 1, 2. Go. So there you go. Perfect. Good. So you got in here, push the legs aside, right, left. Right, left. Now going the other way, you're going to push to your left, step with your left, and your right. There you go. Good. Right. So push to the right, step with the right, step with the left. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now pick his feet up. And now without doing the fake, just throw the feet to the right. Step with the right, step with the left. Come to your right. There you go, good. Do the same thing the other side. Boom. But put your foot that you're stepping right next to his hip. So if you watch from this side here. So his hip is right here. I'm going to throw to the side, step, step, right at his hip line. Good. Throw, step, step. Good. Now the next motion is coming throw, step, step, knee. Good, but don't go both knees down. There you go. You should be up just like this. So from facing this way, throw, right foot steps to the belt line, feet go down, my right knee goes over the belt, knee on belly, legs out for good base. Good, perfect. That's perfect right there. So let's do 2 of those. Let's go left and right. So we'll throw legs to the left, step with our left, step with our right, knee on belly. Good. Go back. Throw the legs to the right, step with the right. Boom. Good. Other knee.
Oh, that was, yeah, other knee. Whoops. I always want to use my right.
Just for this drill. Now I'm not saying that's wrong, David, because that can happen. That can happen in the drill. What happens is you go to come down and maybe they put their hand here, right? So they block me from putting my knee down. So I'll drop this knee. Then they'll try to come to this one, which creates an opening for this one. I just switch it back. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So it's not wrong. It's just not what we're doing right now. Good. And if you get that step when you clear the corner, if you get that right by this hip, it makes this going in really easy. Now sometimes they can put this hand right up in your chest, like to block you from coming down. That's when you can just do this. So like over, right into the armbar.
Oh, so they're just giving you the armbar.
Right there, exactly, yeah. Good. All right. So let's do that. Now that you got that step, you got the knee on the belly and you got the armbar. Let's add those three techniques together. All right. So from the top, we'll just do with knees down for right now. So make sure your dummy's arms are in this kind of like downward position, like this, like a scarecrow kind of. There you go. Good. What we're going to do is I'm going to pass to my left. So I'm going to take his knees and push him to the right. My right foot's coming around and stepping to his belt. There you go. Good. Knee on belly. Boom. He doesn't like that. He takes his left hand, pushes on my knee. I take my right hand, scoop his elbow or his tricep. My left hand pushes his face down, pushes his face, and I pull him up onto his side. I step around, spin, come over, and armbar.
Oh, that was bad. That was dirty.
That's the movement though. So you have all three of them. You go ahead and do it. I'll watch you. So just go slow. So knees to one side. Nice. Knee on belly. Good. Knee on belly. Good. And now he's going to push your knee. Scoop with your left or scoop with your right, I mean. Yep. Push. Spin. Keep your knee up. Keep your knee up. Keep that left knee up. There you go. Spin and sit. Knees together. Bridge. Good. And what you're going to do, don't move right now. There you go. I was going to say, move your hands to the end of the lever, which is his wrist. All right. So a really good thing to do is to cup. What I like to do is sometimes the hands. So what you do is some people grab the wrist like this to do an arm bar. They'll grab it like this and try to do arm bar. What I like to do is come up and grab the hands and then pull on the levers even further on the lever. But what it does is it takes from here. A lot of times people are really strong and they can really pull back into you, you know. But if you grab their fingers and you bend the wrist, it's really difficult. It's not impossible, but it's really difficult to pull this way. You grab their wrist, it's like, oh, we're doing biceps today, you know.
Yeah.
Grab the fingers. Let's see you do a couple sets or a couple reps. So just go slow. Good. Knee. Other knees up. Good. He pushes. Scoop. Push. Step over. Try to, when you step over, try to step a little deeper with your left leg. So try it. When I mean deeper, I mean try to step a little deeper to like his ribs instead of so high up by his armpit. Step down to about the middle of his.
Start turning.
Scoop the arm, push the head down. A little bit, that's pretty good. But try to get your feet tucked under his body there, David. So like this, watch. So as I come over and I have him in here, I have this arm lifted all the way up and I'm pulling it right to my body, right? He comes up onto the side. What I want to do is this is kind of the middle of his back. Here's his armpit. I want you to step right here and you can pinch. Right from here, and then I'm going to turn. So I'm here pinching against his body. Then I turn, sit, boom. And now I'm in here. Now I slap to his hands, bridge. So get a bigger step with your left leg or your left leg. A little bit more. Nope, a little bit more. A little bit more. There you go. Good, right there. Perfect. Now get that foot right under his body. There you go. Nice. Now keep that arm. Good. That's better. So that left foot placement was perfect. Now you just need to control that arm as you're going through. So when you're going through, and he's got it here, try to keep this arm against your body the whole time, right? So as you go, I'm keeping it here. It's still against my body. And I'm not letting it fall down in here. I'm pulling it and keeping it trapped right against my body because he's going to be pulling it back. As I step, it's still against my body. still against my body, still against. There's never any space. Good. Knee. Good. Scoop with your left. There you go. Nice step. Nice. Oh, that's good. It was a perfect step. That's good. There you go. Keep going. That's it. And you don't, and again, you don't have to get your right foot over him if you don't need to, David.
Okay.
You can keep it right. You can keep it right into him. Yeah. Or so your instep is underneath his body and your shin is pushing into him. There you go. You can do that too. Now, if you want to, because he's bridging out, you can definitely pull that leg out and trap him down. All right. But it's not necessarily if you can get it off right away. So let's do 2 more, just like that. And then I want to show you the near side armbar, which I kind of showed you a little bit of. Nice. Nice. Keep, there you go. Nice. Good correction. Deeper. Nice. Nice. Good. Perfect. That looks pretty good. One more. Do one more on the other side now. So go to your right. Good. Nice knee on belly. Pushes. Nice. That's it, David. That's it. That was perfect. That was great. So now what we'll do is let's do the same first 2 moves, the Toreando to knee on belly, and then I'm going to show you the near side armbar. So that one we're doing is the far side armbar. We're traveling spinning all the way around and getting that armbar. Sometimes the fight or flight kind of mechanism kicks in and they just want to push you away. All right. So I'm just going to show you from this part first. So from knee on belly, instead of pushing my knee off, they're going to push on my chest. Like they don't want me to come down, you know? So as they push on my chest, all I do is I grab the back of their tricep, which forces this motion right here. I just want to get this hook right in here. If I grab below the elbow and closer to their hand, they can get their elbow back down on the ground, and then I'm screwed, right? So he pushes on me, I'm going to grab the back of their tricep and pull that up off the ground so they can't use it to scoot away or do anything. Now I have it trapped against my body. From here, I can do the same thing, or I can push their face away, which might force them to turn up on their side. If they turn up on their side, now I just bring my foot over their face here. Right, so let me bring that down a little bit.
So grabbing the back of the elbow, am I trying to grab the tendon and ligaments down here, like with the ankle, like with ankles, if you grab right on the tendons and ligaments and pull, people fall down? It's
pretty much whatever you get. The only thing, what I'm looking for is to grab above the elbow. So if you can grab whatever you can grab in there. I mean, I'm sure you're going to grab muscle. I'm sure you're going to grab tendons. You don't actually have to like claw. Like you don't have to like create like a pressure point on it or anything. All you have to use is control and keep it pinned against your body. Okay. So if you need to bring your body down, that's fine. Like maybe you can't lift him up to your body. So bring your body down. And now you can, once you attach it to your body, it moves a lot easier, right? Okay. Even though it's a dummy, it's going to move easy no matter what. But I've done this a gazillion times. So as they press, you get knee on belly, they press, you reach down, and you can even take this hand and push that hand off. And now you bring your body down. My right hand's going to push their face away, which will force them to kind of turn that way. It's almost instinctual. Then from here, we're not going to pick our foot up. All I want you to do is just to slide it on the ground like you're doing a crescent. And if you did, those crescent, slide it underneath his chin. Now what I'm going to do is I want to bring my left foot into his back closer and sit straight down. I'm still holding his arm. And now I'm doing jackpot. Right? One more time. And so we're just going to do this motion. Step to the hip. As I go to come down, this hand comes up right here. Push me away. Come over, push the hand off, pull it to my chest, push the face. You want to hear that motion. Now you can kind of see this foot is not really attached to his body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a small adjustment, bring it right next to his body, and sit back. Knee on belly, good.
So from this position, he pushes up, so
actually grab the opposite hand. So as he's pushing, the hand that's over his body, so he's in here. I'm gonna hold the hand here and trap it like this. It's almost like we were like this. There you go, good. Pull it up to your body. Good. Now your top side hand pushes his chin away. Good. And now do that crescent move. Good. Now take your left foot and slide it closer to his body. So your instep is hooking his body. Now sit straight down. Good. And now you have that arm bar. Go up to his hand and pull it down. That's good. All right, let me just record something here. All right. So now that you have those two arm bars, those are the drills you're going to run through now. So you're going to just do that Toreando the knees, or you can bring his feet up, right? Pass the side. My foot's going to come right to his hip, knee on belly. They get knee on belly. The first one we do is they go to push your knee, right?
yeah.
Scoop, again, it's just like both of them are inside scooping and grabbing that tricep. This one, we're making him look towards us, pulling him up onto his side, stepping around to about his mid back and pinching and rotating, right? Fall back, arm bar. Let's see you do that one. Toreando.
Toreando with arm close or
Do the far side arm bar. Nice. Knee on belly. Nice. He pushes your knee. Scoop. Pushes chin. Nice. Spin. Awesome. All right. So now we'll do the near side arm bar. So the near side arm bar, Toreando. I'm going to Toreando to my left. Step with my left to his belt line. Knee on belly. As I'm coming down, his near side arm is pushing on my chest. I'm going to take my arm and hook his tricep, push that hand off, and hug the elbow. Good. He pushes your chest. Good. It's a hook, push the face away. Now what you're going to do is that crescent, you got a crescent over his head. There you go. Got that sound? Bring your left foot closer to his body. There you go. Nice and sit back. Arm bar. Good. So let's see you just kind of rep off like, just give me 4 reps and alternate between those two. And I'll walk you, now hold on a second.
I'll probably just doing both of those at the same time. So
Okay, yeah, you can do.
sure.
Control the arm. Boom, good. Perfect. Your side armbar. He pushes up on your chest. Oh, you're gonna do, okay, I got you. I see what you're doing. Nice. Draw that foot in. There you go, nice. Not bad.
I'll keep missing this knee on his head.
Yeah, just a few more. I mean, I've only done it a bazillion times, so it's. I mean, you're just getting into this, so it's not like, oh, you're messing it up. You're still learning it. So, but you got the right movements, and you understand where like things need to have pressure. So it's not like you don't understand it. It's just you're learning it. You're seeing it for the first time, and so the first time through, you're just catching the big picture things.
Yeah.
The more you go through it, you'll start fine tuning it, catching the little details, and then you'll really be coming along.
Yeah.
All right. So now you can do the near side armbar. Not bad. Boom. Your side. So hold on, stop right there for a second. So go back up on the belly and have his hand push your chest. There you go. Now take your left hand and go over the top of his arm, over the top. There you go. And now push the hand. Now push the hand with your right hand over your arm. Just like, yeah, there you go. Nice. Now push his face away. Now step over it, press and kick. There you go. Yep. Suck it in. That's it. That's what you got. That was a good one. Do one more rep like that.
Okay. I'll do it on the other side.
Okay. There you go. Nice. Nice correction. Nice. Nice. Awesome, David. Good. So that was what one of the drills that I put on there was the Toreando knee on belly far side armbar. Now I gave you, instead of going through and doing the triple threat one that I put on there for Friday, I just showed you the near armbar. So you have the far armbar and the near armbar. What I'll do now is I'll save this recording and I'll send you the recording so you can kind of go back and see what the details were. Yeah. And if you want, you can watch me as I'm doing it and tighten it up. And then what we'll do is next time we'll cover that far side armbar one. Cool?
Yeah. Cool, yeah.
Was that helpful?
Oh yeah, that was absolutely.
Awesome.
BJJ makes me super sweaty, man.
Cool. And if there's any other questions you're going through there, like you said, should I, have the foot here, or is it better for pressure here? If you want, make another video and do this, and we'll go through it. But let me stop this one right now so you don't get a super long video of us just talking. Yeah.